It has become a must-see staple of the NBA calendar. NBA 2K25 is underway from sizzling Las Vegas, Nevada. Day 1 and Game 1, the Cavaliers and the Orlando Magic from the Pavilion here on the campus of UNLV. Welcome courtside to the start of it all. Great to have you with us. I'm Matt Weiner along with UNLV basketball legend Greg Anthony. Big here in Game 1. They win it 106-79. Total domination from the Magic. Stick around. Game 2 of the day is on the way next. We'll see Memphis and Sacramento. Stick with us here on NBA TV.
Isaac!
Welcome you to the NBA 2K25 Summer League from Las Vegas, the home of the biggest NBA Summer League for 20 years running now. On another hot day at the Thomas & Mack Center, the campus of UNLV. All 30 teams are here. Their fans represented as well. This afternoon, the 11-day tournament kicking off. We got the Minnesota Timberwolves and the New Orleans Pelicans coming up. And you know there'll be a ton of Lakers fans here later. We'll bring you the group drawings for the second annual in-season competition, followed by this young man. You may have heard of his pops, Bronny James, the Los Angeles Lakers second-round pick. They will take on the Houston Rockets, and the top 2 picks in the draft will go head-to-head. Zachary Rissache, the Atlanta Hawks, Alex Sarr, the Washington Wizards, all coming up on this first day of Summer League action from Las Vegas. So good to have Tim Legler in the chair this weekend with me. I'm Mark Kestisher. George Sedano will be here in just a moment. Coverage, you'll have that on ESPN. And, of course, Bronny James and the Lakers to follow the bottom of the hour on ESPN. But our final here in Minnesota, 81, New Orleans, 74. For George Sedano, Tim Legler, our entire crew, I'm Mark Kestisher. They'll do it from now from Las Vegas, where Summer League's just getting underway.
Victor struggled last year. So I think it's going to have to be some patience here. It's just getting better each game.
And I think you put it perfectly at the top of the show. For those who missed it, what are folks tuning in and going to see here?
I think a guy who can defend, block shots, and make his teammates better.
Absolutely. Well, the wait is just about over. It is time to get it over to the game crew with Mark Jones, Doris Burke, and Cassidy Hubbarth on the call. Thank you so much for spending some time with us here on NBA Today. Jonesy, take it away.
Malika, we're here at Thomas & Mack Center in the entertainment capital of the world and the epicenter of the basketball universe, folks, for the next 11 days. For the next 11 days. As we welcome you to the NBA 2K25 Summer League here from Thomas & Mack Center, they have made the pilgrimage, the trek from all corners to watch this highly scrutinized, microscopically analyzed first-year player, the rookie of the Los Angeles Lakers, Bronny James. It's the NBA 2K25 Summer League from Thomas & Mack. James among some of the stars you'll see. Rissache from France. Sarr, also from France. They'll be featured in our second game. In our first game tonight, Reed Shepherd, the pulchritudinous shooting guard from Kentucky, and Bronny James Jr. with the Los Angeles Lakers. Hello, everybody. I'm Mark Jones, courtside, along with Doris Burke. Cassidy Hubbard joining us in just a bit situation that we're in here.
It is, no question. He's 19 years old, not that far removed from a significant health injury, a significant health situation. But there are measurables here that you can see that translate to the NBA, in particular on the defensive end. What does he project as long-term? A 3-and-D prospect. That frame, that strength, that ability to get back in front and navigate screens. He hasn't shot it as well as he probably would like, but I think long-term the mechanics are right.
He's already played a couple of games and still finding his way at the offensive end, as you alluded to. There's a look at some of the coaching numbers so far for Bronny James, just 3.5 points per game, but has been staunch at the defensive end. Meanwhile, their first-round pick for the Los Angeles Lakers, Dalton Connect, Doris, he fits the need. They've needed shooting for a bit.
Since LeBron James arrived, this team has been one of the worst three-point shooting teams. So this young man's journey is incredible. We'll document that over the course of the night. But he led the SEC in scoring, and he did it based on the strength of that three-point shooting. He's got size. He mixes the spots on the floor so he can operate. The thing I like the most, maybe, is the ability to get it off quickly and to shoot it off movement. A much, much needed attribute. The two-time national champion at one of the biggest programs in college basketball. And this young man is competitively tough. Jonathan Gavoni talked about his ability to make plays, the knack on the defensive end, jumps a passing lane right there. But it's the elite shooting, Mark, that is most translatable here. 52% from three-point territory, on the catch, shot ready to go. And again, I just like his toughness, his competitiveness. There's a gamer in this young man that you have got to admire.
And one of the most athletic players via his measurables at the Combine in Chicago as well. A moment ago, Cassidy caught up with him.
I think a little bit more because the poise, the ability in pick and roll to manipulate, make decisions. Obviously, it's the elite shooting that pops. You talked about this, Mark, the range with which he's pulling the trigger, but it was beyond that. The leak out in transition, the feel he showed, that little move right there, crossover, Ezzy into the floater. And in pick and roll, just absolutely tremendous, and you could just tell how much this young man enjoys playing the game. He was fun to watch.
Meanwhile, on the other side of the ledger for Bronny, it continues to be a work in progress, getting fine-tuned, getting back on the floor, getting his conditioning and strength all up to speed.
Listen, you learn here at Summer League, never overreact.
Yep.
We know that this is a project, right? They've talked about player development will be critical. He had the nice drive. He was able to push up and pressure. This is what the organization wants him to do, thinking on the defensive end of the floor. Some of the measures.
With their young and recently drafted squads, we're going to play 76 games over 11 days, and it all leads up to the finals on July 22nd. An impressive come-from-behind effort by the Nets. Behind Keon Johnson's game winner, the Nets rally from 15 down and win it in overtime. Brooklyn 97, Indiana 95. Stay tuned for our final game of the night. We're coming right back here at Cox Pavilion as the Nuggets take on the Clippers, with tip-off scheduled for 10:45 Eastern here on NBA TV.
About the #1 pick against the #2 pick. Zachary Richaché out of France, taking on #2 pick overall, Alex Sarr, also out of France. And we get a chance to see the burgeoning development of some of the new stars coming into the league. Both of them coming from France with a, well, distinct French flavor to their respective games. Moment ago, Cassidy caught up with Richaché. Points, 5 rebounds, and a couple of assists. Meanwhile, Alex Sarr finished up with 12, 7, 4 assists, and 4 blocks. And that concludes night 1 of the NBA 2K25 Summer League here from Thomas and Mack in Las Vegas. For Doris and Cassidy, I'm Mark Jones. So long. Hope all your threes are good.